The moon was lonelier as ever, shining so brightly in the dark night sky. When Jungkook reached out his hand, it looked so near yet so far away. He sat there under the light pole. Wine had stopped crying now, yet she stayed in his arms. She might as well be asleep by now. He didn't know. He covered her with his jacket a while ago, but he just didn't want to move from there. Even if it was night, even if it was dangerous sitting there on a road, he wanted to stay. He wanted to be selfish. After what felt like 20 minutes, he took her in his arms and went back home. He didn't want her to stay alone tonight, so he took her to his home as well. Put her down on his bed, watching her snuggle in his sheets, looking all warm and cozy. He kissed her hair, turning off the lights, and sat on the floor with his back against the bed and slept right there. Jungkook, I'm going to be selfish now, Ryan. I've decided to make you mine. Starting the next day, Wine tried as much as she could to move on. Although it was hard, she would spend her days dreaming about Ryan, and suddenly it was all gone. It felt like a void eating away at his heart. Jungkook decided to stay with her. They took off from college for a few days, stayed at home, sometimes at his, the other times at hers, would snuggle up on the couch and play games all night. He would lose sometimes so she could tease him for being a loser. The other times he wouldn't let her win no matter what, just so she could scream her lungs out and hit him as much as she wanted, as long as she wasn't thinking about Ryan. After a week, things had gotten much better, he thought. Going back to college was hard for Ryan. Seeing Ryan once again brought her feelings back, but she never broke down. She saw him with his partner and only wished for his happiness. Ryan had earned himself a good respect in her heart, but every time it was painful. Every time it started to suffocate her, she would look beside her and find Jungkook there, always watching her, caring for her, worrying for her, but never saying a word. Ryan, do you want to come over tonight? We can take a walk outside and eat some street food before going home. We also need to cover all the work of the past week. Jungkook, are you paying? Ryan scrunched her nose. Ryan, I'm sorry, I'm poor. I'm surviving on water for a whole month now. Jungkook, wow, luxurious. I've been surviving on air. She pinched his arm, earning an ouch from him. He started running after her suddenly. She widened her eyes, screamed, and started running as well. Somehow her apologies turned into laughter, and Jungkook succeeded there. The night arrived, Jungkook kept her hand in his as they walked through the bustling streets. Their hand holding was so natural that most of the times it felt weird when they had distance between them. One held a corn dog in her hand, but her focus was on people. Most of them were couples, feeding each other, talking, holding hands. When one looked at herself and Jungkook, she wondered if they gave an image of a couple to others as well. Jungkook, do you want that? He pointed at the ice cream stall. Vine nodded immediately, finishing her corn dog with a huge bite. Once they reached the stall, there was an old lady and there was a banner hanging by the stall. Play a game and win free ice cream, the banner said. Vine, hey, let's play this before you even run out of the air you have been surviving on. She teased and Jungkook clearly took the challenge. Jungkook, Ajuma, what's the game about? We wanna play? Lady, oh my, such a beautiful young couple. Jungkook smiled at the mention and he felt the way Vine's grip tightened against his hand. Lady, all you need is to hold the pepper in between your lips. Just leave a distance of 1 centimeter before you break it and you'll win. Anything lesser than that won't get you an ice cream. Vine blinked her eyes. They were playing that game. And what's with that 1 centimeter? That was like kissing each other. But before she could reject it, Jungkook had already taken the pepper from the grandma. Vine, you're really doing that? He shrugged. Vine's cheeks were turning hot. The boat took a seat. Vine, is it 1 centimeter too close? Jungkook, well, as long as I'm getting free ice cream. He spread his legs, grabbed Vine's stool she was sitting on, and pulled it close right against him. Jungkook, don't break it, huh? He placed one end of the stick in between Vine's lips and then moved closer. He might be acting all chill, but his own heart was about to leap out of his chest. He took the other end between his lips. The stick was like 6 centimeters long, and he felt like he could already feel her lips even when he had not started moving yet. One moved slightly, so he placed his hand on the nape of her neck to keep her in place. One balled her face against her lap. She heard whispers as people passed by, mentioning how good they looked as a couple, and cheered for them. Her heart raced even more as he moved closer every passing second. Couple. Jungkook and her. Then again, what was a couple? What it meant to have a man. Someone who would care for her, someone who would help her, trust her, and shower her with affection. A man who would handle her moods, make her smile when she's down, make her laugh, and then be there to hold her in his arms when she wanted to cry. Jungkook did all of that. She was too used to his presence. She never noticed. She automatically expected him to hand her his jacket when she was cold, to hold the car door open for her, or carry her in his arms when she was tired. What else was a man to a woman? Ah, was it bare minimum? As he leaned closer, Vine's eyes drifted down. She could see his chest through his shirt. Her eyes widened up when she saw a tattoo. A name on his chest she never saw before. Her name. She raised her hand, placed it over his chest right where the tattoo was over the shirt. Jungkook halted. He knew she found her. When she looked up to meet his eyes, he was near, too near to avoid or run from him. In that moment, she realized he was the one she had always loved, the one she had always expected to be there, the one she took for granted. Jungkook moved even closer. That's where the distance ended between them. One slight move and they would kiss. Jungkook waited for her to pull away, but she closed her eyes as a reply. He said to hell with the ice cream. His arm slid around her waist as he pulled her against him and kissed her. She never pushed him away. She kissed him back. Jungkook could cry in that moment. All the pain he went through was worth it in that moment. Once they pulled back, he kept her close. Jungkook, I love you. I've always loved you. He whispered. Vine placed her forehead against his chest and hit him softly with her fist. Vine, you should have told me sooner, idiot. You should have never let me fall for another man. Jungkook smiled softly and hugged her. One look at the old lady of the shop and they exchanged a knowing smile. He was happy. He was too happy tonight that his eyes filled up. He waited too long for her. Vine, when did you get that? Jungkook, it's been a year. Vine closed her eyes and snuggled deeper into him. It was this realization so strong. She had always needed a man like him. When she thought about the pain he went through at the time of Ryan, it made her heart hurt. So she promised in that moment to replace his every pain with flowers just like he did to hers.